Hello, hello, and welcome to this week's Profit Maximize Moment, the show that's dedicated to helping business owners dramatically improve their bottom line with our weekly profit maximizing tips that you can use now. I'm your host and coach, Wayne Belisle, also the founder of a local CPA firm that works with business owners to help them make more money and keep more of it from the IRS. I do that with our profit coaching programs and with our tax planning system, which has saved our clients well over $7 million over the last 5-6 years, all legally, like I say every year. I love my clients, but we're not going to go to jail with them, okay? Today we're going to cover, I did some of these myth versus truth blogs in the past. I thought it would be good to revisit one because I ran into it recently. And this myth versus truth is successful business owners are born entrepreneurs. So the ones that are very successful were born that way. Before we get into that, but first, support for today's show comes from Profit Maximizing Publishing, which published my book, The 90-Day Profit Reset, which shows you how to gain your independence from reduced cash flow, shrinking margins, and an evaporating customer base. In this book, you will find chapter after chapter and idea after idea about how you can turn around your business and reset your profits from red to black in 90 days or fewer. Even entrepreneurs who are making money will benefit from my book by learning how to make even more money. Yeah, this is well worth getting still. It's not stuff in it isn't old. It's pretty much evergreen. Sorry, putting stuff together. Look, let's talk about a myth that I hear a lot. Really successful business owners are born with great talent and skill that allows them to prosper. Maybe. There may be a few like that. Hard to argue somebody like Steve Jobs, but was he? Was he not? Who knows? I mean, he basically, invented a PC in the back of in a garage, and they learned as they went, I bet. Why does this myth cause a problem? That's why I said I thought it'd be a good idea to pull this one out of the archives and discuss it again, because that believing that you were born with entrepreneurial skills allows the business owner to have an excuse for their failures. If you make a mistake, so what? Get up, fail some more, because truthfully, you fail towards success by learning what doesn't work and what does work. If you're afraid of it or just saying, these people that are good, they're successful because of that. Because then you give yourself that excuse. I'm not successful in business because I'm not a born salesperson. I don't have the knack to be a good employee manager. I'm not good at writing, and I'm not good at fill in the blank. There's a few hundred of them, probably. What is the truth that successful business owners have learned the hard way? Successful business owners have learned that the basic skills required to be successful. In other words, let me say that a little better because I messed that up. Successful business owners have learned the business of business. That's important, all right? Because in truth, the SBA has put together a list of the top 25 reasons businesses fail. And all but 2 of them, 23 of them are basic business skills, really. Like I tell my business clients, and the ones I'm saying I want to coach with or that I can coach with. If you suck at your core competency, like if you're a plumber, dentist, lawyer, CPA, whatever, if you suck at that, I can't do much for you. I can't help you get better at that. All right. So I'm assuming, and most of the clients that have a decent business and survive were good at their core competency. What they had to learn to do was be good at running a business that does their core competency. I had the same problem. I was well trained as a CPA, had years of experience, opened up my own firm. Yeah, a whole big difference between being a good CPA and successfully being good at running a CPA firm. They're not the same skill sets at all. All right. So that takes a lot into it. You need to get good at knowing what business is. And that's really kind of what the blog I have. If you don't know where my blog is, go to wjb-cpa.com. Again, I'll repeat it. WJ as in John, B as in boy, dash the subtraction key, CPA.com. It'll bring you straight to the blog. To my website. And there's a tab at the top that says blog. We've been posting items in there since 2010. There's a lot of business material in there. The book, the reason we put it out was to help my business owners basically become more successful. All right. I'm going to quote somebody that I think is one of the classics in business, which was Michael Gerber in his book, The E-Myth Revisited, states this point better than me, probably as follows. Contrary to popular experience, but let's start over. Let's quote him correctly. Contrary to popular belief, my experiences show me that people who are exceptionally good in business aren't so because of what they know, but because of the insatiable need to know more. The problem with most failing businesses I've encountered is not that their owner doesn't know enough about finance, marketing, management, and operations. They don't. But those things are easy enough to learn, but that they spent their time and energy defending what they think they know. The greatest business people I have met are determined to get it right no matter what the cost, or, and I'm going to add to this, no matter what their belief is. All right. So sometimes you have to break down your belief. I ran into this in my CPA firm. All CPA firms are pretty much run the same way. They do bookkeeping, they do tax work, they do accounting and auditing and financial statements. And I'm sitting there going, like I talked about last week or the week before, I think it was last week, why customers should buy from you. Customers aren't interested in buying financial statements or tax returns. They do that because they're required to. So if all CPAs are doing that, we're all basically necessary evils. All right. So what I did is I looked at it and said, well, what clients want is to pay less in taxes and to make more money. So that's what we're trying to do. That was our purpose. It took a while because everybody else was doing it the same way. It took me a while to go, well, just because everybody's doing it the same way doesn't mean they're right. Dan Kennedy said that. Don't follow the crowd. He says 95, if you look at it, half the businesses are gone, and less than 2% of businesses survive to sell a business or pass it on. That means 98% of businesses are doing it wrong. So why should you follow the crowd? They're doing it wrong. Okay. Look, the lesson learned is really successful business owners are made. They are not born. They have taken the time and put in the effort into becoming good at all the essential skills in growing a business. I have been working with business owners forever. I have a library of books. I'm always constantly buying books. I follow blogs. I listen to podcasts because I hire coaches. I have a coach that I have two that I hire to help me because I'm not egotistical enough to believe that I can't learn anymore. Why are you? I've been doing this since the 70s. So if I believe I need more knowledge and more help, you don't. Hey, until next time, this is Wayne Blau saying, let's make this our most profitable year ever.